Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What is Veterans Day? What is a veteran?
Veterans Day facts for kids and anyone else who would love to celebrate this incredible holiday. Veterans Day is an amazing holiday, and there's a special thing that you can do, and we're going to tell you about at the end of this video. But we're really glad you're here because Veterans Day, as we said, is an amazing holiday. So, what is a veteran? If we know what a veteran is, then we can know what this holiday is all about. Do you know what a veteran is? Well, a veteran is anyone who has served in the military. So anyone who has served in the military is a veteran. The military, also known as the Armed Forces, has 5 branches or parts. There are 5 branches of the military. Do you know what they are? You're about to find out, and everyone's going to be like, oh my goodness, he knows or she knows all of the branches of the military. That is so cool. Okay, so here are the 5 branches of the military. The Marine Corps, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard. Remember, anyone who has served any of the branches of the military is a veteran. So if you're speaking with a veteran, someone who has served in the armed forces, you can ask them, which branch did you serve in? They would probably love to share that with you, and you can learn some new things about that branch of the military. Together, all 5 branches of the military defend our freedom. How amazing is that? The military defends our freedom on land, in the sea, in the air, and even in cyberspace. While you're eating, while you're sleeping, while you're watching homeschool pop videos, the 5 branches of the military are defending your freedom all around the world. And what's amazing is Veterans Day is a holiday that honors all of those who have served in the military, past and present. Now, something interesting about Veterans Day. Veterans Day is always on November 11th, and there's a very good reason for that. But no matter what day of the week it is, Veterans Day is always on November 11th. November 11th is an important day because on November 11th, 1918, an armistice was signed that ended World War I. Here is a newspaper from that day, and it says peace. You see, an armistice is an agreement between 2 opposing sides to end a war, and everyone was so glad that World War I was finally over. The holiday began on November 11th, 1919 as Armistice Day. That was the 1-year anniversary of that amazing armistice. Remember, an armistice is an agreement to end a war. It was called Armistice Day until 1954. In 1954, President Dwight Eisenhower renamed the holiday Veterans Day. He wanted the holiday to celebrate all of the veterans from all of the wars and celebrate those who are serving today, veterans past and present. Now, if you remember, at the beginning of the video, we said that there would be something special you could do for Veterans Day. Ask a parent or guardian if there are any veterans you know that you can thank. That is the best way to celebrate Veterans Day, is to honor those who have served in the military. Remember, those who have served in the military defend your freedom. And on Veterans Day, we have a special opportunity to say thank you.
Here are veterans from some Pocopson families. And now the Presidential Proclamation.
America's veterans have fought to defend our country, its values, and its interests since the first days of our founding. They have defeated tyrants, eliminated terrorists, and secured freedom at home and abroad. Their courage and fortitude in the face of adversity serves as an example for all Americans. On Veterans Day, we pause to pay tribute to all who have proudly worn our nation's uniform. These soldiers, sailors, airmen, marine, and Coast Guardsmen selflessly place their lives, well-being, and security of others before their own. We enjoy the privileges of peace, prosperity, and freedom because of our veterans, and we are forever indebted to them beyond measures.
For their love of country and dedication to duty, America's veterans have endured adversity, loneliness, fatigue, loss, and made other incredible sacrifices. Many sustained life-altering physical injuries and disabilities. Others bear the burden of emotional scars for the remainder of their lives. Our nation's veterans fully understand liberty's high and precious cost, for they have paid it every day since the formation of our republic.
Our veterans represent the best of America, and they deserve the best America can provide them. To recognize and respect the contributions our servicemen and women have made in defense of America and to advance the cause of peace, the Congress has provided, as outlined in 5 U.S.C. 6103A, that November 11th of each year shall be set aside as a legal public holiday to recognize America's veterans. These heroes served faithfully, humbly, and valiantly in times of war and peace, and they carry these admirable traits into the civilian workforce when their military service was fulfilled.
Our precious liberty has survived and thrived because of generations of brave Americans from every background and walk of life who have answered the call to support and defend the United States. The gravity of their contribution is immeasurable, and so is our debt to every single one of our nation's veterans.
Now, therefore, I, the President of the United States of America, do hereby proclaim November 11th, 2021 as Veterans Day. I encourage all Americans to recognize the fortitude and sacrifice of our veterans through public ceremonies and private thoughts and prayers. I call upon federal, state, and local offices to display the flag of the United States and to participate in patriotic events in their communities. I call on all Americans, including civic and fraternal organizations, places of worship, schools, and communities, to support this day with commemorative expressions and programs.
What is TAPS?
For 150 years, the Bugle Call TAPS has been heard throughout the United States. First developed as the call for lights out, it soon transformed into that call that's heard at military funerals. Today, the call is heard virtually in every corner of our nation, sounded at funerals for veterans, those who have served our country. In 1862, Union General Daniel Butterfield and his brigade bugler, Oliver Wilcox Norton, revised an earlier bugle call to create the 24 notes we know today as taps. The new call quickly spread throughout the Union Army and was soon used even by Confederates to signal the end of the day. Later that same year, at a battlefield funeral, Captain John Tybalt chose to forego firing the customary volleys over the grave for fear that he might rouse the enemy. The captain chose the sounding of taps as the most appropriate substitute. Today, sounding taps at ceremonies is the most sacred duty a bugler can perform. When I sound taps at a funeral, I'm sometimes approached by family members who wish to thank me for being part of the service. To answer "you're welcome" seems inadequate. Instead, I always reply, "It is my honor."
And now, taps performed by Gordon, Charlotte, and Soren.